Hey and welcome back to another episode of Just Call Me Josie. In today's video I wanted to share with you guys some really outstanding gems from the drugstore. Now these aren't just good for being drugstore or for their price, these are actually products that I reach for instead of their high-end equivalent, which I feel like says a lot about the product. So I decided to just look through my entire collection and pick out the products that genuinely stood out to me as being something above the rest. So without further ado, let's get straight into the products that have a high-end quality but with a drugstore price tag. The first product that stood out to me as being something above the rest is this foundation from Wet n Wild. It's their Photo Focus. I mixed the shades Soft Ivory and Soft Beige to get my perfect match, and the good thing about this foundation is the price tag is so forgiving. You could actually buy two and still not be at the price of a high-end one. It always looks great and I know that I can always count on it, which is probably why I reach for it so often. And the finish is skin-like, I would say. It can be built up to a medium coverage. So this has never broken up around my nose area, which is an issue I usually have with foundation, nor has it ever separated or acted weird with any of my primers or anything that I put underneath, such as skincare. The consistency is quite thin and runny, which means that it is never going to feel heavy on your skin. Once this sets, I can hardly feel it at all actually. So yeah, I don't know what to say. I stand behind this guy 100%. It is my holy grail and I will forever repurchase. And before I discovered this Wet n Wild foundation, I was actually using the Urban Decay Naked Skin foundation. And I have to say that those two foundations are incredibly similar. They have the exact same texture, they even smell the exact same way. And because they are so comparable, I actually don't even bother spending my money on the Urban Decay one. Now this little fellow is quite interesting because I actually didn't like this at all when I first purchased it. This is the NYX Dose of Dew Face Gloss. And it looks like this, comes in a little twist up. And I didn't know how to use it, which is why I didn't like it. Then I figured it out, and now this one is definitely one of my absolute favorites. I can't believe it has the price tag that it does. It is not sticky. You won't feel like your hair will get stuck in this one throughout the day. So this one is actually better than a lot of the high-end ones. I absolutely love this one for a no makeup day or for a light makeup day as well. This one does indeed look like it could actually come from your skin, and that is not something superficial that you applied on top of it, which is what I love about it. Now maybe it doesn't look like much swatch on the hand like this, but I'm telling you, on the cheeks this is absolutely magical. You will look like you are the most fresh, healthy person ever, which is a look that I'm definitely going for most days. And this gives me that for a really low price tag. You just can't beat this one if you want that dewy, glowy, sort of glossy look on the skin that doesn't look powdery at all. I found that the favorite way that I like to apply this one is with my fingers. So I just go in like this and then I dot it on the cheekbones, and then I grab another finger and I sort of just blend out the edges, and it looks absolutely seamless. Somebody that isn't into makeup is not going to be able to detect this one at all. You can as well apply it obviously on top of foundation, but I wouldn't recommend just striping it on. I would recommend the sort of finger method for that, or your beauty blender. Next up I have these glitter liners from NYX. These are absolutely incredible. I am sticking with these. Don't feel the need to try the Urban Decay Heavy Metal glitter ones at all because these are that good. They're just so practical and so handy. You can make so many fun looks with these ones. You can pop them on the inner corner. You could do like a glitter liner in the crease. There are so many different things that you can come up with, and they do definitely spice up a look and take it to another level in my opinion. And I just really enjoyed this formula. It is a zero fuss, no mess formula. They don't leave any fallout on your face, which drives me crazy. So yeah, I absolutely adore these ones. I have a golden one in the shade Crystal Silk, and then I have a multicolored glitter one in a clear base that is called Crystal Hip. And I actually added a little bit of Crystal Hip today on my inner corner. I have two highlighter formulas from the drugstore that I absolutely love for different reasons. The first one is the Wet n Wild one, and this one I love because it's super intense and gives you that blingy highlighter. And then I also have one from Milani, and this formula gives you a super natural, beautiful lit from within type look. Wet n Wild formula is just so smooth to the touch, and it's not hardly powdery at all. looks like that. So there you have a swatch of the shade Blossom Glow from Wet n Wild. As you can see, it is quite intense indeed. So yeah, I am here to tell you that you don't need to spend $38 on a pop-in highlighter. You can just go to the drugstore. They have several different shades in this one, so you could probably find one that would suit your skin tone, hopefully. I would definitely be keen to picking more of these up. They, however, have not reached Sweden yet, so I have to wait. I bought this one from the States, but that ended up being quite an expensive affair. I still think it's worth it because this video is about drugstore products with a high-end quality, so I would actually pay more for this one, and I did. And then we have the Milani Strobelight highlighter, and this swatch is not gonna look as blinding. Like I said, this is a more natural formula, but for those of you that like your highlighter to look smooth and seamless in like real life and not on camera, then these are definitely the way to go in my opinion. These types of formulas look absolutely great in daylight. I have the shade Summer Glow, and there you have it compared to the Wet n Wild one. The Milani one is definitely a lot more golden and a little less intense, but it still gives your cheeks a super healthy, natural looking glow. It is not that subtle that it's not gonna show up. It does actually show up quite well. It's just not as intense as the Wet n Wild one. I would say the Wet n Wild one is comparable to the Ofra formula, and the Milani one is more similar to, say, the Cover FX highlighters, the powder ones. Next, I wanted to talk about this gigantic bronzer from Wet n Wild. It is in the shade Ticket to Brazil. I believe there is one more shade that is darker than this one. I wish that they would extend their shade range. They definitely need more of these. This one definitely looks satin on the skin. It doesn't look shimmer in my opinion, nor does it look matte, just right in between. Just sort of the sweet spot for me. I absolutely adore this one. And you get just an excessive amount of product, and the price tag is ridiculous on this one. This one looks super smooth on the skin. It never looks patchy on me whatsoever. It is really blendable as well, which is why I absolutely love this one. And it is also quite comparable to a bronzer from Becca. Their sunlit bronzers, actually even the shades are kind of similar. The Wet n Wild one is a tiny bit warmer, but they are sort of the same depth of color, I would say, and the formulas are quite similar indeed as well. Now, this is not supposed to be a dupe video. I just wanted to show you sort of what they are comparable to in quality, so you get how amazing these products are. Here I have two single eyeshadows from NYX. This is their Prismatic eyeshadows, and I recently decluttered quite a few of these shades. Not because they're bad at all, it's just that I wouldn't be able to go through all of my makeup, so I decided to part with it. So that someone else could get use out of them, but I kept the best two ones. And this is Golden Peach and this is Fireball, and these are highly metallic, super impactful on the eye, definitely makes a statement, and these are super fun to pop on the lid, and they are by far the best metallic eyeshadows at the drugstore. They just blow everything out of the water, and they can also stand the test against a high-end metallic shadow as well, in my opinion, which is why they are in this video. These definitely stood out to me as being a high-end quality. You will know exactly what I mean when I show you the swatches. So we have Golden Peach up top, and then we have Fireball at the bottom, and these are not wet swatches at all. They're just dry swatches, and they are super impactful and pigmented, like I said. And lastly, we have this eyeliner from Physicians Formula. This is sort of a new discovery for myself. Now, that's probably because Physicians Formula is quite new to Sweden, so that was the first time that I could get my hands on it easily. And this is the Eye Booster Lash Serum Plus Eyeliner. And this formula is just super trustworthy as well. Don't know what I'm doing because I can't see. It is super black. You can make tiny strokes or you can make thicker strokes. You can see it right there. It does dry down and it doesn't budge. Really, really great quality. I have zero complaints with this one. It does stay put throughout the day. Personally, I just don't feel the need to spend twice the money or even more for another high-end eyeliner, where I could just use this one and I get great results with it. So yeah, I think I will be sticking to this one. Okay guys, so those were all of the amazing drugstore products with a high-end quality that I would highly recommend. If you love drugstore products and would like to see more on my channel, please give this video a thumbs up. Also, feel free to subscribe. I upload 3 new videos every week and I would love to have you. Hopefully I will see you in my next video. Take care until then. Bye!